prime shit.
Speaking of killing people, did you guys see John Wick 4?
No, not you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
Just
sick?
recently?
Yeah, I watched it the other day.
It's just the whole thing's just fighting, right? That's
Should
what
watch
I've heard.
that.
The whole thing is just him killing people. Like, and it's kind of weird because they do use like their suits are bulletproof, so they'll just like hold up their like jacket,
It's hilarious.
and it'll be like pew, 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 pew,
Just
like,
a
not
regular
kill him.
tuxedo that's
Like-
bulletproof.
Yeah, so they'll be like right up to some guy and like shooting him in his head, but he'll have like his little coat jacket over and like. Pew, pew, pew,
Can't imagine
like,
living with
that's
that
hilarious.
anxiety.
Yeah.
You got to go to the ball, but your tuxedo needs to be bulletproof just in case.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a good movie. It's still a lot of fun and like.
Oh, I
you know,
like
it's
it when they just.
action-packed
I
and-
hate it when they do those complicated stories and everything's linked in. It's like, I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. First of all, this doesn't make any sense
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
And just give me the goods. Like that's why I love Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
Because I know there is a story to it. I'm not watching it for the story. I'm going to IMAX to watch
Yeah.
someone jump out of a plane on a motorcycle or whatever
Yeah.
crazy thing is on a camel.
I like Mission Impossible. I can't get into the Fast and the Furious movies. That's just like
no, those are trash.
It's
Driving
always
through
like-
buildings in a car.
it does exactly. It's like, all right, well, if we're gonna go to the 10th floor, we might as well drive this
Yeah, 'cause
car up the
someone
elevator. It's
stole
like, what the fuck is this? What are we doing here?
Someone
There's
stole
only
the
one way to
Snickers.
go grocery shopping. Drive this Dodge Viper through a grocery store. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
And like now they're like even I haven't watched them in so long, but like you see the commercials and they're just like they're like driving on water
They're
now and like going to
driving
the
cars in
moon
space
and like
and shit. Yeah, exactly.
You might as well just make them all fucking superheroes.
Yeah.
Like give them all superpowers. Like they have like laser eyes and fucking can fly and like just because now it's just like so fucking ridiculous. It's like
Have
Yeah.
they
What
driven
are we
cars
doing?
in space yet?
I think they do in this new one. I think they like
probably
drives a
what.
car off a space shuttle, then like jumps out of it right at
Yeah.
the right time to hang onto a wing, and then comes back in. And like it's all
You know
it's
what? Though?
trash.
That sounds so terrible that it actually could be cool. I kind
like
of want to see
Sharknado
that.
terrible.
I want to see someone driving in space. Fucking Ford Focus, whatever it is they're using.
Yeah,
too fast, too
You know what's funny? 'Cause,
in
like,
space.
Yeah, do it.
yeah, those movies are just fucking.
I know this is a
trash.
hot button thing to say, but not a big fan of Paul Walker. And R.I.P. I know.
Whoa.
You're learning a lot about me, boys. I don't like Metallica or Paul Walker.
All right, tell us why don't you like
Because
Paul
in
Walker,
that first
Tony?
Fast and the Furious
What'd he
movie,
do?
when he pulls up and they're just like,
Wait a minute. So it's something he didn't do. It's something someone wrote.
no, he's just a shitty actor.
Okay.
And everyone's just like, oh, what a tragic loss. Like, really though? I mean, it's not like Heath Ledger, tragic loss, good actor.
Great
he also
actor.
made some shit movies, a lot of like,
Yeah,
teen
but he's
movies
still
and
good in the shit
stuff.
movies.
He's great in a lot of great movies. But Paul Walker, like, was it Joyride? That was the only good movie he was in with Steve Zahn.
I think the tragedy is that he died young. Now, like his
He was a
acting
nice
was
guy.
Tony doesn't
subpar.
care about that.
Nice guy. It was just like,
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that
Fuck
guy.
his shitty movies. Like, yeah, I mean, and who knows? Maybe he could have been like turned into a better actor. He just didn't have time to, become a better actor.
that's his catalog right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
look, right
not
there.
really.
lot of-
Oh, She's All That. He was in She's All That. I like that one.
Yeah.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
She's all that. Varsity Blues. That's right. Varsity Blues. That was like a that was a.
Yeah, Joyride right there. That's like the,
I don't want your life, Dad. That's what I remember
Yeah.
having that movie. Was it? Yeah, a lot
He's
of
actually
rides,
really
a lot of cars.
hit home with you.
A lot of yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
don't want your life.
Yeah. There's nothing better than the original fucking Jack Smith or fucking John Wick. John Wick.
Well, you know why? Because John Wick, the
Like
coolest thing about
Christ.
John Wick is one, dope ass cars, right? And it's like every movie is like this guy's got a set of skills because Jack Reacher came out before John Wick. Did you ever see that Tom Cruise movie?
That's a fucking
Yeah.
great movie.
Great movie.
I did see that one.
But the funny thing about that is
Tom Cruise is
it's
great in
more of
action
a
movies.
real, element where like the John Wick series has like the Continental and these weird gold coins that they don't explain, which I don't really think they need to, but they're just kind of like some shit that like it's obviously in some little fantasy land and shit. But Jack Reacher, he's just a real ass dude. You don't want to cross Jack Reacher. And there's a part in that when that guy touches his shoulder. I'm like, oh, why are you touching Jack Reacher's shoulder? You know what you're doing, man? You're gonna get your ass kicked.
Do you think there's like actual like people that exist like that are like just like super super capable of
Eric,
just
I'm
fucking
right here. What are
murdering?
you talking about? Fucking like, give me a reason.
No, he is capable of murder.
I
Tony
thought about
is.
that the first time I saw John Wick. Siri, no one's talking to you.
You know what I mean? Like somebody that like is like those people, but like that could go into like a UFC cage and just fucking annihilate
but I
someone, but
bet-
like do it like really quick. But like they're not known because they're like a government secret person, you know, or
Absolutely.
like, do you think there are like someone
Yeah,
that
but they just
like,
don't
so,
look.
like,
They don't look
yeah.
what you think they look like.
But you
They'll be a
think they're-
balding guy, probably a little overweight, but he's got that just death touch. Just
Yeah.
Do you
done.
think there's someone that's like so dominant that could just like that is like at another level of like martial arts and like, you know,
Yes.
combat and all that stuff that
Absolutely.
can do all that stuff?
Me.
I think there's olive oil over here is gonna fucking
Rage.
take somebody
Here's
out.
a skinny man with rage.
Wait, so
I got
you're-
reach.
You're asking if you think there's someone who's just like above any black belt secretly.
Yeah,
and
like,
just every
absolutely.
single
Well, that's
skill.
like what Jack Reacher and John Wick
Green
and like,
Berets,
all
Navy
these-
SEAls. Those people.
But
All those,
Eric's talking
fucking-
about even
But I
above
don't like.
that.
I don't know if those. I don't know if those guys would go like if they put them in a UFC cage. Like they would probably get their asses kicked. I would
I don't
think.
think so, dude.
I don't think there's this guy
Because
because
Navy SEAls isn't like. I mean, it's combat, but it's like I don't know. I mean,
Dude, those guys,
maybe.
well, I'll tell you this thing: those guys aren't trying to like, you know, they will murder you. That's
Right,
like,
they're-
they'll
they're
fucking
like-
like put a thumb through an eyeball, like
Yeah,
fucking
it's different.
Yeah,
karate
yeah.
chop your
They're
throat
like
and your
kill.
Adam's apple. Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
fucking
but
spike your
then
nose through your
again,
brain.
jujitsu's like killing. You know, it's like
It
choking
is, but
you
it's
out.
all, and I respect it. I don't want to fight anyone that's good at that, but it's
Yeah,
all
I don't wanna
referee. It's
fight
all with a
anybody ever.
referee around.
Look, guys, I took judo in second grade.
Here we go again. For fuck's sake.
I watched the karate
If you
tape.
follow
once.
the moves that I'm leading you to, I can throw you over my shoulder real easily.
What was that move again?
I just kind of come. You got to come around my side, and I put
like-
my hip out, and then you, yeah,
Oh, slapping with
roll over the
wrist
mat.
action.
Yeah, fall over the mat.
Yeah, I don't know. That's they're out there now. Especially now, like with all the UFC stuff and people like getting into that stuff. Man, I would never want to fight anybody ever because you never know like
Yeah.
what somebody knows how to do.
I'll tell you something else.
Shit can
Fighting
be
at
like
this fucking
super fucking crazy. Like you see anybody with that cauliflower, you're like, oh no, I'm good. Hey, oh,
That's
you-
where you got all big
Yeah.
hands. Anyone with big hands or cauliflower ears, don't even do it. I don't even want to get in bar fights anymore. Just
Fuck,
you
man,
never
we're too
know.
old for that shit. That's the main thing.
Never
Nah,
wanted to get in a
it's
bar
still fun.
fight.
Yeah.
I've never wanted to get in a fight in my whole life. I actually,
I did.
the only time I got in a fight was in 7th grade. I was sticking up for a kid that had Down syndrome because these other kids were making fun of him, and I fucking was like, "Hey, motherfuckers!" I'm like, "Don't fucking do that!" And they were like in this little clique, and they fucking followed me to my locker, and I was a new guy too at the time in school, and they pushed me to my locker, and then me and this kid started swinging at each other, and then we got sent down to the principal's office. And then my aunt ended up she was the gym teacher at the school at the time. And so I'm like, oh, fuck, I just started at the school and I'm getting fights and like whatever. And then turns out later, like a few months later, we were both in like detention or some shit for doing something. And that same kid that I got in a fight with was in there. And we ended up like talking and he was like, I think I gained his respect because I kind of stood up, to him.
That's the difference also
But they
between
never
guys
fucked
and
with me
girls.
after that.
Guys could be friends after the fight. Girls, that person could be murdered and they'll be happy. Well, I've been in
Girls
fights
fight dirty,
with so
though.
many
They'll like pull
guys.
hair out and stuff. Like they'll do some like
Yeah, but the hate lingers afterwards. With guys, I've been in fights when I was in like school and in my early 20s, and I'm friends with some of them now. It's like you punch them, like, yeah, I was wrong. I deserve that. You know, you want to hang out? It's a fair point.